How on earth did we get to this point? Neymar Jr. was destined to be the king of football after Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, but he left Europe overnight and is now playing in the Saudi Pro League. It's an absolutely crazy timeline, but don't worry because we're about to discover together the best and worst moments of Neymar's incredible life story and career. And yes, we'll enjoy some of his uncanny skills along the way. So, are you ready? Let's do this. Neymar da Silva Santos Jr. was born in 1992 in Mogi das Cruzes, one of the toughest neighborhoods in the Sao Paulo suburbs. It isn't the most pleasant place, and while it sounds like a cliché, Neymar had to overcome difficulties literally since birth. When he was just a 4-month-old baby, he was involved in a horrific accident. His dad, Neymar Jr., crashed his car on a mountainside, and Neymar was ejected from his baby seat, rolling under the passenger seat. His parents couldn't find him in the wreckage. His father recalled the terror, thinking the impact had thrown him out of the car, but rescuers eventually found him bleeding from a deep glass cut on his forehead. Luckily, fast hospital intervention saved him. After the recovery, the family returned to a humble life, where Neymar, his parents, and his sister all crammed into one tiny bedroom and shared a single bed. His father worked 3 jobs to make ends meet, and cash was so tight they often used candles to avoid high electricity bills. Yet, Neymar's first memory is his parents' unconditional love. Within that nurturing environment, Neymar's mom, Nadine, gave him a football when he was 2. It was love at first sight. He had almost 50 balls indoors and would drive his mom crazy dribbling around the furniture. His natural talent, developed on the streets and beaches, led him to join Santos at age 12. Interestingly, Neymar actually grew up supporting Palmeiras, one of Santos's fiercest rivals, an admission he made years later. However, once he joined Santos, he fell in love with the club. He became the club's wonder kid after Santos legend Zito spotted him at a futsal tournament and urged the club to sign him, even ordering them to create a special team for the 10-year-old because he was too young for the existing academy tiers. Neymar played for the academy for 7 years before making it to the first team. Santos had lived in the shadow of the 1960s Pelé era for decades, having won just 1 league title since Pelé's retirement. When Neymar arrived, fans were cautious, but quickly realized he was Brazil's hottest prospect. By 2009, the 17-year-old was a pro, and by 2010, he had won the state title with a scintillating performance. Despite public pressure, the Brazilian coach Dunga didn't call him up for the 2010 World Cup, citing his lack of experience. Neymar reacted with maturity, stating it simply wasn't his turn yet. He stayed with Santos, leading them to their only Brazilian Cup title, and later, in 2011, their first Copa Libertadores title in nearly half a century. He was named the best player in South America, but a 4-0 defeat to Barcelona in the Club World Cup final taught him he still had a leap to take. After winning 3 consecutive state championships, Neymar finally moved to Europe in 2013. While Real Madrid had scouted him first, Neymar chose FC Barcelona, largely influenced by advice from Ronaldinho and the dream of playing with Messi. His transfer was worth over $61 million. His start was difficult due to the sudden resignation and passing of coach Tito Villanova, and the team struggled under Gerardo Martino. However, the 2014-15 season changed everything when Luis Suarez joined, forming the legendary MSN trio. Under Luis Enrique, Barcelona became an unstoppable machine. Neymar had suffered a horrific broken bone in his back during the 2014 World Cup, but he returned with incredible mental strength. In that 2014-15 season, he scored 22 goals in La Liga and scored in the Champions League final against Juventus to secure the treble. He finished the year as the joint top scorer in the UCL alongside Messi and Ronaldo. By 2015, Neymar was on the Ballon d'Or podium. He had become the perfect partner for Messi, but a seed of change was planted during the 2016-17 season. After the historic Remontada against PSG, where Neymar was the undisputed hero, scoring twice and assisting the winner in a 6-1 victory, the media still focused primarily on Messi. This lack of individual recognition reportedly influenced his decision to leave. In the summer of 2017, PSG triggered his $222 million release clause, the most expensive transfer in history. Neymar claimed he wanted a new challenge, though many saw it as a move to step out of Messi's shadow and win the Ballon d'Or.
In Paris, Neymar formed a terrifying attack with Kylian Mbappe and Edinson Cavani, but internal drama soon surfaced, including Penaltygate with Cavani. Despite spectacular stats, 28 goals and 16 assists in his first 30 games, injuries began to haunt him. He suffered a metatarsal fracture in 2018 and another in 2019, missing crucial Champions League knockout matches. His frustration boiled over in incidents like punching a fan after a cup final loss and insulting referees on social media. Despite the domestic dominance of PSG, the Champions League trophy remained elusive. The closest they came was the 2020 final, which they lost 1-0 to Bayern Munich. The following years were a cycle of brilliance followed by injury, often coinciding with the Rio Carnival, which drew criticism from fans. Even reuniting with Messi in Paris didn't bring European glory. After a disappointing 2022 World Cup where Brazil fell to Croatia in the quarterfinals and another season-ending surgery in March 2023, the relationship between Neymar and PSG reached a breaking point. Fans protested at his home, and the club was ready to move on. This led to his blockbuster move to Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia, a transition that marked the end of his European era. From a miracle baby in a car accident to a global icon in the desert, Neymar's journey has been a whirlwind of osadía and alegría, defined by unmatched talent and the heavy burden of being the chosen successor to the throne.